All right, so now we are going to talk about summarizing / backstory. So you've taken care of the hook, and you've used a question, a strong statement, or a scenario / a story. So now you are going to be summarizing the text. This is important because some people who read your essay may not have read the text. In the case of who is grading this, your teachers will be grading this, so Ms. Pollock and I will be grading this, and therefore we know the story, so we do understand the story, so that is a benefit. But we do think it's important for you guys to understand how to summarize the story quickly and efficiently and put it in the introduction in case you have somebody like your parents who haven't read the story. You want to show your essay to them. So we're focusing on summarizing. So summarizing is not literary analysis. It is just telling exactly what happened in the story. When you are analyzing something, you are making a claim about it, and instead of just saying exactly what happens in the text, you kind of explain it and say why it relates to your claim. So in our case, we are summarizing, so we are literally telling the people exactly what happened in the story. And in our case, we are going to be taking the most important information that your reader for your essay needs to know about the story. So here's an example from the Giving Tree. I showed you guys this last week, but I'm going to say it again. The example from the Giving Tree is the Giving Tree loves a boy. As the boy grows up, he changes from enjoying his time with the tree to taking from her. So this is a very simplified version of a summary of the entire Giving Tree. Obviously, the Giving Tree book is a lot longer than 2 sentences and 25 words, but in our case, we're summarizing it as quickly and efficiently as possible. So, how do we do this? Well, here's a hint. Something that is challenging but is exciting and can be used in our case because we are doing it within about 2 sentences is to write a 25-word or less summary of what you've read. So you guys will be doing that with names, nombres, and we're about to do it with the bad seed. And yeah, I know names, nombres is a lot longer than the bad seed. However, I do think that you guys can summarize it pretty quickly in 25 words or less if you kind of just get the gist of what the story is about. On over summarizing, we can do the bad seed example using the theme worksheet that Ms. Pollock created, and you guys are going to be doing the exact same thing with using names nombres in your assignment on Schoology, which you should have already opened anyway because you were doing it with the hook that you already did. So we have already done the hook. Awesome. We are now going to do the background summary. So our background summary will be for the bad seed as the example. So the background summary for the bad seed. Let's think about what we know from the bad seed, what we remember about the story. We know that the bad seed is a seed that made bad decisions and wasn't liked by many people. He was spit out of a giant's mouth and changed into the bad seed. He changed his mind and became a good seed again. Okay, so this is just stuff that came out of my brain from that I remember from the story. Now let's take a look and let's count the words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh no, we've gone past 25. We have this much more words. And honestly, guys, 25 words is pretty short. This is the challenge is to get it around 25. So we have 3 sentences here. Let's see if we can kind of push this all together a little bit more. We could say maybe the bad seed wasn't liked by many people. Or maybe we could just switch the order. The bad seed was spit out of a giant's mouth and changed into the bad seed. He changed his mind and became a good seed again. Oh, wait, we're missing something here. Let's kind of look back again. See, the bad seed was spit out of a giant's mouth and changed into the bad seed. Maybe instead of saying the bad seed twice in here, and changed, period. He was acting rude, but he changed his mind and became a good seed again. Do you think that could be a better summary because it has maybe something from the beginning, middle, and end of the story? I think it might be. Let's count the words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Huh. Okay, so we had 27 words. I think that's close enough to 25. I'd say about 20 to 30 is approximately where we want to be, depending on your style of writing and how long you make your sentences. 25-ish words or 2 sentences. I think, honestly, this is a pretty good summary. It's pretty quick. It's pretty easy, and it kind of like summarizes everything from the story that we kind of need. We know his backstory. We know where he's coming from. Why he was a bad seed, what he did as a bad seed, and how he changed. So honestly, guys, I kind of think this is a good summary. When you do this for names, nombres, something I want you to do or something I want you to think about is if you were going to tell the story in shorter form to somebody else, what would you tell them? What are the main important points? Or maybe like if you had like 10 seconds to tell the story, or like maybe like 20. That makes more sense. But I want you to think about how you would quickly tell the story and get to the important parts. This would be the easiest way to summarize the story. Another way is to look at the beginning, middle, and end of the story and kind of do it that way. Honestly, it's up to you. I just want you to kind of just tell me a little bit about names, nombres, and what the story means, just so I can get the gist of it, almost, and kind of understand the basics parts of it. Again, if you need help with looking at the background summary, you're always welcome to email me, and I am here for you guys. And you guys are going to do great on this essay. We do have time to edit it, so if it's not perfect, that's okay. Good job, guys. And then you guys can now work on your background summary or 2-ish sentences for names, nombres. Go ahead and put it in your version of this theme worksheet.